In this video, we're going to cover scientific testing. So first and foremost, what is it? Now, you have to think about your business as if it's a scientific test. All right, so let's say that you're creating a protein powder. It's a mix of variables, isn't it? It's a mix of components, of ingredients. One component might be really good, but if the others are rubbish, then it's not going to taste right. It's not going to have the desired effect. You know, everything has to be properly balanced to actually work. So no one knows exactly how to create a protein powder, literally from day one. It's a process of estimating the right ingredients, testing them out, and then tasting the result, right? And then saying like, oh, it's too sweet. Let's make this change. Oh, well, it's almost there, but it's too thick. And making another change. Then, right, now it's too bitter, and making another change, right, until it's perfect. And it's this process of trying something, testing it, thinking, getting feedback, and then adjusting, right? And a sales process or a sales funnel is no different. So you can have great ads, right? But if your opt-in page in your VSL or your webinar are not good enough, then the good ads are useless, right? You've solved one piece of the puzzle, but obviously the end result is to get sales. And that's not going to happen because one component is not quite right yet. Or equally, you can have everything right apart from your sales scripts or your salesperson. And then again, all of the hard work falls apart at the sales call and no one makes a purchase, right? So you have to use tracking to see the bottlenecks or the problems or the errors, and then work tirelessly to fix them and remove them until all of the components are working together in tandem and producing the desired outcome that you're looking for, whatever that is for you, right? Now, I am not a psychic. I can't tell the future. You can't. No one can, right? It's all about testing. I don't care whether you are Sam Ovens, Alex Becker, Cole Gordon, Dan Bradbury, or even Alan Sultanic, whoever you are, no one knows what's going to work from day one, Now, you can have a very, very, very good idea of what's going to work. And you can get very, very close. That's why we are working together, because I've done this so many times. I know with like a 85% degree of accuracy what is going to work. And if you didn't have me or this training, your accuracy level would only be maybe 10% or 20% or 30%. So that's why we're working together. But nonetheless, I still, I can't write amazing ads every time. I can't write banger VSLs every time. I can't write sales page copy and nail an amazing written sales page every time. The results come from testing, iterating, and learning. You have to keep testing, iterating, learning from the feedback, and making things better. If they need to be better, that is. So one thing that I want to add here is be very careful of variables. Only ever change one thing at once, right? So for example, if you write 5 ads and then run them with 5 different keywords being targeted, all going to one opt-in page, that is 3 variables, right? So number 1, your ads. Number 2, your targeting. Number 3, your opt-in. So only test one thing at once, right? So let's say that, you've got all of that done and it's not working. Don't change your ads, change your targeting and your opt-in, because you're not going to know what has made the effect, made the change. So you can test your ads, but you always keep the targeting and opt-in the same. Okay? And you keep testing your ads until they get the desired result, a good lead cost or a good click-through rate. Now, when that's done, then you keep the ads, okay? You keep the opt-in the same, and you start testing the targeting. All right? So keep your ads the same, keep the opt-in the same, and then you start testing, well, what happens if we do placements? What happens if we do keywords? What happens if we do custom intent? Let's try it. right? Let's do 7 days with placements. Let's do 7 days with keywords. Let's do 7 days with custom intent. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is the only way to fully dial in a sales process. Now, yes, if you hire an amazing copywriter or you work with someone like me who has experience, again, you're much more likely to nail things first time. But no one truly knows what will work. No one can read the future. You have to try, test, think, and iterate. And then repeat until all the components are working together. So again, you test your ads until the ads work. When you've got good ads, right, that's amazing. Next, let's test either the targeting or the opt-in. Okay, so maybe your ads are good, your targeting is good, but your opt-in is not converting. People are not opting in, right? Cool. Well, let's just test the opt-in. So let's do this test, leave it for 7 days. Still not fixed, right? That test, leave it for 7 days. Still not fixed. Okay, well now let's try this. Let's move this button around. Let's change the headline. Let's add testimonials. Let's take the testimonials off, right? Let's simplify it. Let's make it deeper and longer, you know? Test, 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 test until you nail the opt-in, and you will. You know, might take you 1 go, might take you 2 goes, might take you 4 goes, might take you 6 goes, but you will get there. So you test, you iterate, you learn, you keep trying, and then eventually you're going to nail it, okay? And when you nail it, you're going to make like hundreds of thousands of pounds, if not millions of pounds. So the trial and the error and the hard work is really worth it, okay? Now, next, I just want to kind of go a little bit deeper on that point. Don't give up, okay? Keep testing, keep learning, keep iterating based on feedback, and you're going to nail it, okay? So testing, just hypothesize about what's most likely to work. Right now, you should know your niche very well. You know, whatever your niche is, fitness, trading, dropshipping, you should know your niche very well. So what do people want? What do they hate? What is working for other people in the niche? What isn't working? Why? Why not? What's going on fundamentally in the niche and also in the world? You know, is COVID taking place? Is there some kind of, you know, crisis of some sort taking place? Is that going to have an effect or not? Right? You should know all of these answers, and that is going to actually help you craft the message. What you put on there, do you need testimonials or not? Is it a scary headline? You know, is it a headline that's more based on like getting something, like making money, losing weight, whatever, right? And you're going to use that to start building tests. So this VSL script, that VSL script, this opt-in headline, that opt-in headline. And when you start running those tests and sending people to the pages, okay, showing people the ads, sending them to the VSL, does it work? If yes, then why is it working? And great, you know, let's celebrate, amazing. If no, why not, right? What has happened versus what you expected? So were you expecting, you know, do you think you've written the world's best ads, but then they're not working? Well, why not? You know, have you said something wrong? Have you said it in the wrong way? On and on, right? Were your expectations correct in the first place? You know, are you sure that you did everything correctly? You know, I was working with a client recently. They were wondering why their opt-in wasn't working, like no one was converting. And it turns out the button was broken. You know, sometimes it's a technical error and you don't even know it. So make sure you genuinely double, triple test all of your pages, your buttons, your links. Make sure nothing's broken. Are you sure that your tracking is correct? You know, if you have to put tracking code on a page, have you done that? Have you done it correctly? What about your sales process? Again, is there a technical error? Is there someone that you can ask for help or ask to look into the issues or the problems alongside you so that you can learn from them? You know, a lot of people come to me and say, look, Will, I just can't make good ads. I can't write a good webinar. Can you help me? And then I say to them, look, this is wrong. Don't say that. Take that out, blah, blah, blah. And we get it fixed, right? And that's why you're here in this training. And then thirdly, just learn from the feedback. You know, what are viewers saying or doing, or what are they not doing? are loads of people clicking your ads, but no one's opting in. What does that feedback tell you, right? Are people clicking? Are they booking? Are they attending? What is your mentor or coach commenting on or suggesting? What do you believe personally and why? You know, what results are being produced? Expected versus unexpected. What can we do to create different or better feedback next time? You know, shorter ads, longer ads. Try running a VSL as an ad, you know, kind of like you see some people doing these days. You've got to keep testing things, you know, because something is going to work. You just don't know what's going to work straight away. Okay, so I just want to end this quick video by urging you to think like a scientist, right? These things can take time, but when it is nailed, it's going to make you a lot of money and you're going to be very, very happy. So don't be annoyed if you're not nailing things first time. That is normal. That is natural. You know, I write VSL sometimes. They don't work first time. Then I've got to change this, change that, rewrite the ads, rewrite the sales script. But believe me, guys, when it is all dialed in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 weeks from now, and you're profitable and you're putting $1 in and getting $2, $3, $4 out, you're going to be really, 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 really happy. So stay patient, think like a scientist, and you're going to do really well. So I hope that helps, guys, and I'll see you in the next video soon.